My name is Dr. Chris Stone. I've been superintendent here for 2 years. I've actually been part of the school system here, though, for 14 years as a principal, middle school principal, actually in this building. And I actually started my career 20 years ago as an elementary teacher. You know, I always say success breeds success. You know, you really have to surround yourself with like-minded people who think outside of the box. You know, in Montour, we're very fortunate to have wonderful administrators, wonderful teachers, wonderful partners who help make this come to fruition. From my advice from a superintendent's perspective is really think big. You know, think outside the box and really take the constraints off your constituents. You know, whether it be your principals, your teachers, allow them to explore, allow them to fail forward, allow them to think outside the box and implement programs that, you know, coincide with the mission and vision of the school district. You know, in terms of, you know, our situation, you know, what we're doing here at Montour, you know, we understand and recognize the importance of artificial intelligence, STEM education as a driving force in a global society. You know, taking a look at, you know, the interview on 60 Minutes, you know, the other day, and understanding the large capacity of jobs and infrastructure that is surrounded by artificial intelligence and STEM education. It's our ethical and moral duty, I think, as educators to ensure that we're implementing such programs. I always call it a pragmatic urgency, you know. So I think that we, as a collective group of school administrators, you know, leaders, civic leaders, school board members, you know, we have to create this purposeful, you know, meaning behind, you know, any type of program, and we have to be very intentional with it. And in my opinion, this is an urgent matter. You know, I think for years schools have done a very good job, for the most part, educating the kids on the basics: reading, writing, arithmetic, right? But our society's changing. We have to make sure that we're creating thinkers. We have to make sure we're creating problem solvers. We have to make sure that our kiddos understand computer science and have the ability to collaborate with each other to solve big world problems. So, you know, I think that this idea of creating a sense of urgency is good, and we have to educate, you know, stakeholders on why this is urgent matter. You know, I think it's essential to ensure that all the gadgets and toys, because we do have some folks that still refer to them as toys, you know, are integrated into the natural scope and sequence. You know, they have to be intentional, they have to be purposeful. You know, so for example, all the teachers that you met here today are collaborating with our core content teachers, whether it's in the area of science, social studies, language arts, and also mathematics. So they're finding a way to blend the AI courses into the natural scope and sequence. And again, that's what gives the program credibility. That's what, of course, gives the program intent. You know, so I think that's really, really important to find that balance. But professional development is a vital part of that, to ensure the teachers have the right, or equipped with the right knowledge and tools to implement such programs. Yeah, that's $1 million question. You know, I think, you know, we have to make sure that we're looking forward. You know, when I say looking forward, we're not looking a year forward, we're looking 5, 6, 7 years down the road to understand, you know, the changing global economy, to make sure that we're finding ways to equip our kids with the skill sets so they can be successful, whether it's college and or career. So that's a huge challenge, but we have to make sure that, you know, we're looking forward, and that poses a lot of challenges in itself. But, you know, having good partnerships with business, with, you know, government types, that helps out the cause. My suggestion is, again, take the training wheels off of the bike. You know, allow administrators, allow teachers, allow parents to think outside the box. You know, allow them to take calculated risks. You know, for all too long, you know, I think school districts operated in a factory mentality. You know, we have to break that mold and break that cycle. You know, we have to make sure that we're preparing kids for, you know, the future, and the future isn't in a factory. You know, so I think it's really important to think outside the box and support and embrace teachers and parents and kids who think outside the box and want to do bigger things.